Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Conversation Studio, your English podcast for real conversation practice and easy English in daily life. I'm Mia.
And I'm Finn. We're really happy you're here with us today. Finn, I have to ask you something personal to start the show. Be honest, when was the last time you told yourself, I'm just going to look at the shop, but you walked out with 3 shopping bags?
Oh, Mia, why did you have to start with that? It was literally yesterday. I opened a shopping app just to check the price of a coffee mug, and somehow a new pair of running shoes and a hoodie ended up in my cart. I didn't even mean to click buy.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just looking is the most dangerous phrase in the English language. It's basically the first step toward a bank account with $0.
It really is. It's like the app whispers to you, "Come on, Finn, you deserve a treat." And my brain just says, "Okay."
And then, boom, money is gone, your closet is exploding, but your brain still feels like it needs something else to be happy.
If you're listening right now and thinking, "Wait, that's exactly how I feel," then don't worry. You're not alone. We've all been there.
Exactly. Today we're talking about how to escape this buy more mode. We're going deep into the pressure of materialism and sharing 10 minimalist rules that actually changed how we live.
And the best part? These aren't boring rules. We're not telling you to live in an empty room with one spoon. We're talking about real life, real habits, and real peace of mind. So, Finn, let's look at the why first. Why is it so hard to stop? On paper, it sounds easy, just don't spend money. But in reality, it feels like we're swimming against a very strong river.
I think it's because the whole world is designed to make us feel like we're missing out. You know that feeling, Mia?
Oh, definitely. Like, if I don't have that specific kitchen gadget or that specific style of jeans, I'm somehow behind everyone else.
Exactly. Let's talk about the first reason. The brain loves new. Our brains actually get a tiny spark of happiness, like a little firework, when we see something we've never had before.
That's so true. But that spark dies fast, doesn't it?
So fast. You buy the new phone, you're excited for 2 hours, and by the next morning, it's just a phone. But companies know this, so they keep releasing new versions every 6 months to keep that firework going.
And that leads to the second reason, social comparison. I call it the iPhone pressure. Finn, have you ever had a phone that worked perfectly, but then you saw a friend with the newest model and suddenly yours felt old?
Every single time. My old phone was fast, the screen was clear, everything was fine. But then I saw my friend's camera quality and I started thinking, is my phone broken? Should I upgrade?
Nothing was broken except your feeling of satisfaction. We have a phrase for this in English, keeping up with the Joneses.
I love that expression. It means trying to have the same expensive things as your neighbors or friends so you don't look less successful.
It's a trap, though, because there's always a richer neighbor. If you play that game, you'll never win. You'll just end up with a lot of debt.
And the third reason, which I think is very sneaky, is that we don't see the full cost. When you see a shirt for $20, you think, it's only $20, but you don't think about the time you spend washing it, the space it takes in your room, or the stress of having a messy house.
That's a deep point, Finn. Every object we own is a tiny weight on our shoulders. If you have 1,000 objects, that's a lot of weight.
So how do we fix it? How did we start to protect our peace of mind?
We started following 10 simple rules. And listeners, these rules are for 2026. They are modern and practical. Let's start with rule number 1. Buy nice or buy twice.
I love this one. It sounds like you're spending more, but you're actually saving.
Right. It means if you buy the cheapest shoes possible, they will break in 2 months. Then you have to buy another cheap pair. Eventually, you've spent more money than if you had just bought one high-quality pair at the start.
I did this with headphones, Mia. I bought 3 cheap pairs in 1 year. They all stopped working. Finally, I saved up for a good pair, and I've had them for 3 years now. Buy nice or buy twice.
It's about being smart with your money, not just being cheap. Rule number 2, the 30-day wait rule.
This is my personal favorite because I'm an impulse buyer. If I see something I want online, I have to wait 30 days before I click buy.
30 days, Finn? That's a long time. Doesn't the wanting feeling go away?
That's the point. Usually, after 5 days, I forget I even wanted it. If I still want it after 30 days, then I know it's a real need, not just a temporary feeling.
Rule number 3. One in, one out. This is my rule for my closet. If I buy a new sweater, an old sweater has to leave. I donate it or give it to a friend.
So your closet never gets bigger?
Exactly. It stays the same size. It forces me to ask, is this new sweater better than the ones I already have? If the answer is no, I don't buy it.
Rule 4. Shop your own house.
People think shopping has to happen at the mall, but have you ever cleaned out a drawer and found something you forgot you owned?
Oh, it feels like a gift from the past.
Exactly. Before you go out to buy a new notebook or a new tool, look through your cupboards. You probably already have what you need. Rule 5. The full price test.
This is for the people who love sales. If you see something that is 50% off, ask yourself, would I buy this if it was full price?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Because if you only want it because it's cheap, you don't actually need it. Buying something you don't need for half price is still spending money, not saving it. Rule 6. Experiences over objects.
Instead of buying a new gadget for your birthday, why not go to a concert or take a cooking class?
I agree. You can't clutter your house with memories. They take up zero space, but they stay in your heart much longer than a new pair of jeans. Rule 7. Borrow before you buy.
Mia, do you own a power drill for fixing things in your house?
No, I just ask my neighbor. I only use it once every 2 years. Why should I buy one and let it sit in my cupboard forever?
Exactly. Borrowing builds community. It gives you a reason to talk to your neighbors. Rule 8. The hell yes or no rule.
This rule is simple. When you look at an item, if your reaction isn't, hell yes, I love this, then the answer should be a simple no.
No maybe allowed?
No maybe, because maybe usually ends up in the trash or in the back of the closet. Rule 9. Unsubscribe from the noise.
This is a digital rule. Go to your email right now and unsubscribe from all those shop newsletters.
Yes, if you don't see the sale notification, you won't feel the need to shop. Protect your eyes from the ads.
Rule 10. Does it have a job?
Every object in your house should have a job. A chair's job is to let you sit. A painting's job is to make you smile.
What if the object's only job is to sit there and look messy?
Then it's time for that object to be fired. It's not doing its work.
I love these rules, Mia. They make life feel so much lighter. But before we finish, let's look at some of the words we used. We call this our word tour.
Good idea. Let's keep it simple. The first one is carried away. You said you got carried away with your shopping app.
Yes, to get carried away means to lose control because you were excited. Like, I only meant to eat one cookie, but I got carried away and ate the whole box.
Very relatable. The second one is clutter. We mention this a lot.
Clutter is just the collection of things lying around in an untidy way. If your desk is covered in old papers and empty cups, that's clutter.
Next is make do. We said minimalism helps you make do with what you have.
This means to manage with what is available, even if it's not perfect. For example, I don't have a proper cake tin, so I'll just make do with a frying pan.
And finally, peace of mind. That's our goal, right, Finn?
Definitely. Peace of mind is that feeling of being calm and not worried. When you have less stuff and more savings, you have much more peace of mind.
Well, Finn, I feel better just talking about this. I think I'm going to go home and shop my own closet tonight.
And I'm going to delete that shopping app from my phone for at least 30 days.
That's the spirit. To our listeners, we hope this conversation was helpful for your English and for your daily life. Remember, minimalism isn't about having nothing, it's about making space for what matters.
We want to hear from you now. Which of our 10 rules do you think is the most useful? Or do you have a rule of your own to stop buying too much?
Please leave a comment below. We love reading your stories, and it's a great way to practice your English writing. Even a short sentence like, I like rule number 2 is a great start.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe to English Conversation Studio. It really helps other learners find us.
Thank you for spending your time with us today. I'm Mia.
And I'm Finn.
Keep practicing, keep simplifying, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.